Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Sandy Cruz and I am the developer of the iPlanner and iDesign and much more. Today we're going to do a plan with me, and I'm actually going to be doing this in the daily weekly layout. That's one of the newest layouts that's just launched this year. So 2019 was the first year of the daily weekly. We are actually at the 23rd week of the year, at the halfway point through the year, but there's still 7 months left to achieve your goals. And you're not going to achieve them unless you plan for them. I personally plan my goals somewhere around from between August and November of the previous year. And that gives me several months to just throw everything out there on. There's actually a goal planning template inside all the iPlanners, and I just add to it and I just keep throwing things in there as they come to mind. And then when I sit down to start mapping out the months for the following year, I'll go to my list of goals that I've just been compiling over a period of several months, and then I'll go through and I'll highlight the ones that I can realistically achieve, and I'll start putting them into months. So if there's a certain goal that's going to take me a month to do, I'll pick a month and I'll put it on that month. And as I watch my months grow, when I narrow down my weekly planning, that's when I look at my months and I get into the nitty-gritty, the details of what it's going to take to accomplish what I've put to achieve that month. So here we are, I'm getting ready to plan my week. And like I said, there's still 7 months of the year for you to achieve your goals this year. So I would suggest that you just sit down with your planner and start brain dumping those things that you want to do. My goals range everywhere from Bible study that I want to do, a room that I need to paint. Where I'm at right now, I got to paint my whole house. I just moved, for those of you that have not been following me on the iPlanner Facebook group. But I just moved and I got the main basic things done in order for me to move in, and now I'm going to slowly progress into the painting, changing out light fixtures, electrical sockets, things like that. So these are goals. These are things that are on my goal list, and these are things that I'm actually planning through my week. And then I'm weaving in the habitual things that I have to do, the routine, and also work, my job. So I find that the daily, weekly iPlanner helps me because I have more room to block my time here on the appointment side. I have more room to write out my tasks for work and personal. Any contacts that I make, I always annotate here, because sometimes you need to be able to refer back to a conversation that you had with somebody. So I always like to have a place where I can document conversations or contacts that I made with people on that day. And this is just for one day, so this is plenty of room for that on a specific day. So on the right side of the daily weekly, and I've had a lot of requests from users that have asked me how I use the daily weekly. And today I'm going to get into showing you exactly how I do it. So here on the right, like I said, is my upcoming week. Now, as you can see, there's no dates in here yet, because what I like to do first is decorate my page, if I'm going to decorate at all. Let me just show you what this looks like before I decorate it. Now this is the Mason. There's also a Cassidy Daily Weekly and a Shelby Daily Weekly. All right, so I just deleted everything. And the Mason is very minimalistic. It's just your basic grays and white. The reason that I like using the Mason is because then I can choose my theme and it always matches. I don't have to worry about filling in these tabs or color coordinating these tabs. I generally leave them because every month that goes by, the page turns and there's tabs on the left and the right. So in January, there's only one tab to the left. February, there's two, and so on. So I like to leave these their minimalistic color, and then I'll decorate everything else. But I don't have to. I can still achieve my goals without having decorated. But there's just so many really cute things in the Digitally Speaking iStore that I'm finding that I'm decorating more and more. So let me get my page back. And so I spent a little bit of time. I do my planning on Sunday, so I just spent a little time playing. You can multitask while you're doing this. You can be watching a program, listening to a book, or sitting in the coffee shop. The stickers that I use to decorate this page is the Summer Fun stickers. Oh, let me zoom out so you can see all of them. And I also used some of the Keynote shapes that come with the Keynote file. And the reason that I like to use the Keynote shapes, even though many of them are included in the sticker pack, is because the Keynote shape can be customized. So I don't have to stick with this color palette if I don't want to. I can actually change the black line to a gray, to a purple, an orange. I can also delete some of the decoration or design or lines. I can mix and match and turn them into a sticker and bring them over to my planner. And that's a sticker, once I create it, that I'll always have. And I add it to my collection in Goodnotes. Okay, let's see. What else do I want to say about this page? Okay, so here you see I'm on the 5th, and Monday is actually the 3rd. And the reason that I advanced to the 5th is because I've already started filling in my Monday. And I started filling in my week on the right side. Now, for those of you that are curious how I use the weekly side, once I decorate, and this is where my decorating ends, then I will lasso, and let me just go ahead and do that, and then I'll copy, and I'll go, I've already added the 6th, the 7th, and I still have the 8th and the 9th to add. So let me go ahead. And the way I like to line it up is if I get my tabs right, I've got the whole page right. So I'm going to press and hold and line up my tabs and just kind of look over everything else there. And it looks like I've got that pretty well centered. I'll tap the eraser. And the reason I tap the eraser is it takes me out of that lasso mode, so I don't move anything anymore. And so now I have to erase the 5th, and I'll center this a little bit better. And I'll write in the 8th. And then I'll go to the 9th, and I'll do the same thing. Let me zoom in a little bit, hit my eraser, and I'll erase the 5th. Now, I don't have to have this date here, but I kind of like it. I think it's cute. And so this will be the 9th. And another thing I like to do, let me turn off image because I want to copy and paste. So when I turn off image, I'm not moving or deleting, or my images don't get in the way of my ink. Okay, so now I've got the whole week set up. So every day is identical. The whole week is completely set up. Then I go back to Monday and I start I look up what the weather is going to be on that day of the week, and I'll generally fill in each day of the week. I also look at my monthly calendar to see what appointments I have and what bills are due. So those usually go on the top. I also color code. My appointments are blue and my bills are green for money. And another thing that I like to do, these icons, you can get to them when you go to text mode and then tap on the smiley face. And that's where you can get to your emojis. And I use emojis to tell me what I'm doing every day because I like to batch package, batch record, batch design. So I know on Mondays I'm packaging. If there's any new products that are getting rolled out or launched, I'll generally be packaging them on Monday. Believe it or not, packaging is a full day's work. There's a lot of work in packaging, a lot of steps involved. If I have upcoming videos, Tuesdays is usually when I like to record, so I'll usually have a list of videos that are ready for me to record on that Tuesday. So I'll add this to the list as well. On Wednesdays, I like to write my blog or draft my email campaigns. And then, of course, my design days, they take me through the rest of the week because that's the biggest part of my job is when I'm designing products. And I'll do that on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday is the day of rest, and that is the day that I'm usually in church and doing things that I don't normally do on a work day. So since we're on Monday, I'm looking here to Monday, and I've gone ahead and filled in the one appointment that I know I have on Monday. And then that way I can take this whole space from 5 in the morning till 9 at night, and I can time block what I plan to do. And this will be detailed, a detailed list. For example, if I have packaging to do on Monday, it's everything from uploading to creating images for cover sheets to zipping files to linking them to the website. All that is involved in packaging. So I'll list that out and I will highlight that time so that it's blocked. If I have phone calls to make, I'll put in here 10 o'clock phone calls. And of course, this is where the conversations are detailed. If I'm running errands that day, there's a small spot here that I put down the errands that I'm going to run. If I need more space, I could always move this up or down and add some more uncompleted circles. And I can do the same thing for what I'm doing for work and my regular tasks. Something else I did is I took one of the stickers and I cropped it to give me a top 3 sticker. So let me show you how I did that. So here's the sticker that I used. I just lassoed. Whoops, I turned off images. Turn it back on. I'm going to copy, and then I'll take it over to my page, and I'll paste. And I'll press and hold Edit, press again to crop. And I'll crop it right to the top of that 3rd flower. And then, of course, I'll resize it so it fits onto 3 lines since it's 3 tasks. The top 3 tasks, if I do nothing at all day, those 3 will need to be done. These banners, I made those with the stickers as well. So I came over here and I lassoed one of these headers. Copy, paste. And I'm going to stretch it let me move this one out of the way so I have something to gauge my size. So I'm going to resize, and I want it as wide as that header, that gray header. And now I need to crop off one end, so I'll edit, crop. I'll go about halfway and see where I'm at. I still have a ways to go. Let me just do a little bit. I have a little bit more. And again, once you get this just right, you have it to use over and over again. So you only need to do this once, this tedious part. There we go. That's perfect. Now you'll notice, because this was the last layer that I put down, it doesn't go underneath like that first one did. So if you ever run into that problem, you can lasso what is hiding underneath, cut, put your banner down, and then paste it on top. And now it's in the right order. So let's see, this one's going to be out of order. And I took more time with sizing on this one. Oh, that one isn't out of order. Good. All right, so I'll just delete that one. So that's how I get my headers. Let's see, the days of the week come with the sticker set. And then I just use this circle with the flower to annotate the dates on each one of the days. These stickers I got from the spring kit, I believe, the Hydrate and the Get Social. And then the prescription or medicine sticker, that comes with the Summer Fun collection of stickers. Let me see what else is here that... Okay, and then these stickers, they all come with the Summer Fun. And you can resize these. You can actually make any of the Digitally Speaking iStore stickers as big as you want, and they never get fuzzy or pixeled. See, I want that even bigger. So just look at the clarity, and I made this as big as that whole page. So like I said, you can make them as big or as little as you want. Now let's say I want to use one of the stickers in Keynote. And you can get the Keynote and the Goodnotes stickers, the Keynote fillable, customizable designs that you use in Keynote. You can get those. You can get the Goodnotes stickers. You can get all the patterns and colors and the quotes for Summer Fun all in a bundle, or you can buy them separately. I think that you save a little bit if you get it in the bundle, if you get all of them, if you're going to use all of them. Some people just want all the stickers to collect. Some people just want all the Keynote to collect. I know a lot of users would rather just have the Keynote because then they can customize their designs to their own colors. So let me copy this and put it on its own page. You guys know that I like to use copies, not originals. Okay, so this is a grouped image, so I'm just going to tap twice to fill each individual section. Now I could come over here to the Summer Fun patterns and colors and fill that with a stripe, and then I can fill the cloud. Let's see, let me use a different collection to do that. Let me see if there's something in Flower Power. I can fill the cloud. Let's use this purple, just to be really crazy. And I can also fill the outline with another color if I want to. If I don't want to use black, if I want to be more subtle with my color. So there's a lot of components in just one design. And of course you get all of these designs. So let's see, I've changed this to the point where it's not going to match my layout, but I want you to see how I can get it over now to Goodnotes. So I'm going to select all and copy, go back over to my layout and paste that onto my page. And there's a custom sticker that I just made for my planner. You can do this also with the quotes. Let's go to the quotes. Summer fun quotes. And keep calm and barbecue. Let's get that quote. So I'll copy, add a page, so all the bundles come with quotes, and they're also fillable. Let me go to the summer fun patterns, and then it comes with all the patterns and colors. And let's see, I'm going to fill that with, let me fill it with the blue. And maybe I'll go ahead and add some style to it as well. So let's do a drop shadow. So I'll turn on drop shadows, and everybody knows, if you've been watching my videos, my favorite drop shadow is this one right here. So I've turned that on, and now let's see, I want to also add a border, and I want to change the color of the border. I think I want to change the border to white, and then I'll make the line real thick, about 8 points, 9 points. All right, so now I'm going to select all, copy, and paste it. And here's another custom sticker. That I can add to my layout. Okay, so like I said, once I get all my decorating done, this isn't adding anything, no appointments, no bills, no tasks, there's nothing on here. I lasso and I finish out the week, and I make every page the same. And that also includes my tabs. And of course, these tabs also come with the Summer Fun stickers. And I fill in, I've actually used the same tab heading all year. So I just copy and paste that over from previous weeks. All right, so like I said, I finished out the week. The only changes that I made from day to day was the date. I had to change the date, and I had to highlight another day for each one that I added. So then I go back to Monday. Now this is all done during my Sunday planning. So the fun part's over. All my decorating is done, and I'm looking at my Monday now. So it's Sunday, I'm looking at Monday, and now I start filling everything in. Once I get everything filled in, which it's not completely filled in because as the weeks go on, I'm going to be adding more and more to this right side. Then I go ahead, and at the end of the day on Monday, I'm going to lasso. Oh, I'm going to turn off images. And let's see, I'm going to turn off text boxes too, because there's two things I don't need to bring over. I don't need to bring over these icons or emojis, and I don't need to bring my decorations over because it's obviously already there. So the only thing I want to bring over is my ink. So I'll just lasso the whole right side. Oops, I don't want to lasso the whole right side. I only want to lasso the days of the week. And I'll show you when I get over there. All right, so I'm going to copy. And I'm going to paste onto my Tuesday. And something else I do before I copy it is I will cross out what is done and move what isn't done. Then I'll lasso, copy, and paste. And now at this point, I'm going to go ahead and plan my Tuesday. And this is generally done on Monday night. It takes me about 10 minutes to do. At the end of Tuesday, and of course, you know, I'm making more notes, I'm adding more things, I'm moving things around. the end of Tuesday, I'll lasso this, copy it, and I'll bring it over here and I'll paste it. And that's basically my system for daily, weekly planning. It's really important for me to have a bird's eye view of the upcoming week. Once the week is over on Sunday, and Sunday usually always has a task here that says planning, and once I cross that out, I go to a fresh page, which in this case next week is going to be on the 10th. So I'll do my planning on the 9th, and I'll do my decorating on the 10th. I'll copy and paste it through Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'll paste it through the 16th. Then I'll go back to Monday and I'll start filling in and carrying things over from my monthly spread and filling in all these areas. So like I said, you can use these without decorating. Your tabs will be different than mine. They'll be labeled differently. You can color your tabs or not. You may use this area for overflow or tracking different things that I'm not tracking. So it's really very, very customizable. One more thing I'm going to, and I talked about this in the last plan with me, and I showed you how to use these to make these headers. I used the Keynote, the iDesign Keynote planner tools. And the reason that I like to use that for these headers is over in Keynote, I can add this really pretty drop shadow. And I showed you how to use those in the last plan with me, and I'll link that below if you want to go back and watch that one, or if you haven't seen that one yet. So let me just show you the planner tools. And those, let's see, I think those are in my iDesign shapes. Keynote did an update recently, and for some reason all my cover sheets aren't showing until I close it and open it again after I've opened it. Like if I open this and close it, then I can close out of Keynote, reopen Keynote, and the cover sheets have populated. Quirky. Sometimes I just don't even know if updates are worth it because they do annoying things. All right, so here's the iPlanner tools. And as you can see, there's headers that fit perfectly into the iPlanners, and these fit the monthly layouts. And then you can color each one of these individually and bring them over to your iPlanner, so you can make them any color you want. You can also recolor these, the side tabs. All right, so I showed you how to do this in the last plan with me, where I made these headers. And these are headers that I'll use over and over and over again. So when I want to put a task header and I want it to match my theme, I'll just double tap on it and go to Image, Replace. And that's because I made this in advance. So let's see, what color do I want to use? Let's say I want to fill it with one of the spring colors. And then I can select all, copy, and go over and add it to my page. And of course this doesn't match, but that's how I would do that. But I go into more detail on how to do that in the previous plan with me. So that's all that I have to show you today. I hope you enjoyed this plan with me. I hope you picked up a few tips. and I'm really anxious to see some of these daily, weekly layouts turning up on the iPlanner Facebook group, because I love seeing everyone's layouts. It's inspiring to me, and it teaches me too. We all learn from each other, and I really enjoy seeing these layouts. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to like this video. If you're subscribed, you will be notified of other videos that I make. And until the next video, have a great rest of your week. Bye, everyone.